Yeah, ICTV has been extremely impactful, if not maybe the most, impactful sort of, extracurricular I do here at Ithaca.
ICTV has been kind of everything for me at Ithaca College. It's the reason I've stayed here for all 4 years. Was my whole experience here at Ithaca, and I wouldn't take it for anything else.
It kind of changed my life. I wouldn't be the person that I am today without, all those late nights, all those nights and days spent at ICTV with all the friends that I made. It definitely changed my outlook as a journalist and a storyteller and just as a person.
I mean, it's just been an incredible experience. I can't imagine Ithaca without ICTV.
ICTV has introduced me to so many people I wouldn't have met otherwise, who have made my time here very, very memorable.
I still remember my first year, the first time I was on set. I absolutely fell in love with it. It gave me clarity on what I want to keep doing for the rest of my life.
Yeah, ICTV's definitely impacted everything in my life, just not my time here. It really gave me a path of what I wanted to do, introduced me to a bunch of people that I'm gonna be friends with forever, and just, really developed me as a person.
ICTV has been a huge impact on my time here at Ithaca College. I got really lucky to get a side host position right off the bat, and it actually made me realize that that's what I want to do in the future. So ICTV essentially helped me with my career, and now I'm moving on and I'm moving forward.
ICTV is almost like everything that I told here about my time at IC, I just really feel like I kind of discovered myself a little bit more and grew as a person through ICTV. So I mean, it's kind of everything.
It's given me opportunities that I never thought I'd really be able to do getting into college, and being able to not only get those opportunities, but to verse myself in many different mediums.
I think something that's helped me a lot, especially in the career I want to pursue, is learning how to effectively communicate with people. And having been a producer here at ICTV, it's definitely helped with communication skills.
A lot more skill sets as a storyteller. When I got to ICTV and started up journalism, I realized that there was a whole new different way to tell those stories, if not in a better way to do so.
Just learning how to be disciplined, show up on time. Very important to show up on time, kids at home.
I've definitely gained a lot of social skills in ICTV, both on-screen and off-screen. It really has made my on-screen presence a lot better.
The biggest thing I gained is definitely confidence. I did a lot of on-air work on ICTV, and I think that it's really fun to be able to watch myself improve.
I've definitely gained a lot of confidence and also just understanding. To be able to be a panelist and to also just kind of be around everything has been really important to me, just to see how everything works and to be able to kind of push myself.
So many memes, so many incredible moments, and I also figured out that I would eventually do work in broadcasting if given the chance.
I've gained a lot. I've gained friends, I've gained skills, I've gained a lot of trust in myself with what I can do, so I think it's been a big help for sure.
I think that the biggest thing that I've gained out of my experience at ICTV is the short answer, experience.
I think I've gained the world, honestly. Just like being able to come inside these studios and the control rooms, use all this equipment. It's really prepared me, I feel like, for a post-grad job.
Multitasking and being adaptable.
Honestly, the most important thing I've gained is communication, which is funny because that's what we all do.
I would say being a leader while also being kind and also being a teacher for others, and also knowing when to stand your ground.
I think the most important life skill I gained was definitely learning how to work in a fast-paced production environment.
Definitely, resilience is a big one.
I think the most important life skill is the attention to detail that's involved with ICTV. I think that's important, and everything you say can be taken different ways, especially with people that are, on a show for their first time. So I think it's important to, say things in a way that's educational, that helps people grow, but also gets your point across and shows that you're the leader.
Understanding that nothing is going to be perfect. Something will go wrong, whether your show is pre-taped, whether it's live, whether you think you have everything prepared. It's understanding that it's not going to be 100% what you want and what you ask for, but you're still going to get a good product in the end.
Television. It's television.
Gulliver.
Chaotic, but in parentheses, in the best way.
Thrilling.
Devoted.
Bonkers, but also passionate.
Dedication.
Life. There's a life the atmosphere brings to it.
Collaboration.
Privilege, I think. Being part of ICTV is a privilege.
Energy.
Energetic.
Kaleidoscopic. Scopic. Myriad of things.
Spectacular. Circus. It's just such like a chaotic thing, but everyone is individually like one of the most talented and like brilliant people I know.
ICTV is fun.
Molder, what kind of molds our college experience, gives us a place to go and practice our skills and hone our crafts.
Welcoming.
Welcoming?
You know, on the worst days it's Mickey, but on the best days it's aura. There's just a great aura about Ithaca College, about ICTV. The vibes are immaculate.
Preparatory. It preps you for the real world.
ICTV is what you make of it. The effort that you put in shows. The more you put in, the more you get out of it.
ICTV is family.
Family.
ICTV is family.
It is a family. Everyone knows it's a family. And I love my ICTV family.
Oh, going to Purity with the director's chair.
I think the thing that really hit me really hard is when one of my co-producer came up to me and she was like, "You've taught me so much," and that made me cry because I didn't think I had that sort of an impact.
Every single day that I was on set of Looped In was so much fun.
My favorite memory was being the main camera operator for the 63rd Corca Jug that was streamed on the Yes Network.
I think the last show I did for Newswatch Thursday, be able to step away from that and be like, yeah, we made a really good product and we left with a bang.
This was probably like my first pitch session. And like Jeremy like takes me aside and he's like, you know, it's interesting just to see how like kind of like far you've come, because I remember you just like pitching a mermaid show in your like room during your like first year and you being so ready to be like, yeah, I have a mermaid tail, I can do it.
I'd say that my favorite memory was being able to attend that first executive staff meeting. It was just not only like the people that I got the opportunity to work with this year, but everyone that was running the station previously in the year prior, because we got to kind of like have that meld moment where it's like we're all here passing of the torch from like them to us, and we all know that we want to do something great, so.
Join ICTV.
Do as much as you can on this campus before it's too late.
The most important one I would say to my younger self is to be patient. You know, if you're looking to do an on-air role or maybe be a producer or whatever, if you don't get it at first, it's okay. Just be prepared when you also get that opportunity to get the role that you want.
I would tell my first year self to not be afraid to make mistakes, to not be afraid to try things. You just have to give yourself time and grace.
Just work really hard, give everything your all, because that's what people notice. You know, that's what gives you more opportunities.
I would tell my first year self to set those goals and set them high, jump for them, reach for them, run, chase after them, because you are capable of achieving more than you think.
Just go for whatever. Like, you know, people are telling you, don't do that mermaid show. But you know what? Do that mermaid show, kid.
Don't be so afraid to try to make new friends and ask questions if you don't know anything, and to just step up and have fun.
Enjoy it while it lasts, honestly. I'm graduating early, so I feel like that it's all gone by super quick.
Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I think it's very important that, you know, you just be yourself and people will gravitate towards that. You'll be happier and you'll find that you'll make a whole lot of other people happy.
I think the thing I'm most proud of with everything I've done at ICTV is everything I've done in the news department.
I'm definitely most proud of producing. In other words, I did that for 2 semesters. And I'm just really proud of the content I put out and like the way I was able to make people feel welcomed the way I felt welcomed when I first joined ICTV.
Definitely the most proud of how I became kind of more of a writer. I really think that my time on ICTV has given me like the confidence to be more of like a writer, writing my own material, and then performing my own material in other words. So that was really cool.
I think I'm most proud of the community that we were able to build this past year, and we really all just came together, powered through everything, and yeah, came closer as friends.
I mean, I'm just proud that I was able to get through it, and I'm proud I was able to be a producer of Sports Final. I've just learned so much, and I'm just happy with the way that I held myself throughout that time.
So I would just say that I'm really proud and thankful that I've gotten to work with such amazing people, and I can't wait to see what we all do in the future.
Emily Hung and Molly Sheets, Ryan Harmon, you guys, I've learned so much from you, and I am so grateful for all of you.
I love everybody here. I love you all, and I'll miss you all.
I want to give a big shout out to Gracie Ferguson. You did amazing work. Shout out to all the shows I've engineered for. I love working with you guys. You guys make my job super easy.
Anyone that I've ever anchored with, thank you for making me be better and keeping me on my feet.
So many people I want to thank. I think it's easier. I don't want to thank Julia Foster because she never believed in me, and she knows that. Okay, make sure you keep that in. But I just want to thank all the people first who are on air with me. Cam Anna, Diamond Report, Griddle Report, doing the big boards with Nooch, debating with Iowa's finest Rihanna DeCrow, games with Eli Fishman, Devin Jarvis. Incredible working with everybody I worked with. Paul, the Stallion Stanion. He gives off a tough impression, but he is a teddy bear. All right, I know that. Okay, you can't tell me he isn't. All the producers I've had, Brian Manchester, Jenna Johnson, Jack DeNick, even the people who are gone. You know, I know I'm rambling, but this is important. Matt Kane, Josh Silverstein, just so many great people, and my runtime's going over, but I'd like to thank everybody who worked with me except Julia Foster.
I would just like to thank everyone who was patient with me. People's patience and willing to help one another is very appreciated.
I would like to thank Emily Imanishi for putting up with me for all these years. And lastly, all the fans out there that watch the Director's Chair. Thank you.
My producers on the Director's Chair and Good Day Ithaca, Liam, Abby, Emily, Layla, Lila. There are various talent I worked with. Naomi Sessler, Cal DeSantis, Evan Clark, Rocco.
I would love to thank all of the panelists that I've worked with, panelist host, TJ, and everyone just that I've been able to interact with and share the screen with.
I would definitely like to thank all my co-producers for the last couple years, Sean, Liam, Caitlin, Marab, Gianna, my dynamic directing duo partner, Jesse, everyone I've worked with throughout these 4 years. Thank you for everything.
I want to thank Zawadi, Boyce, Laura, and Aiden for making Blacklisted and keeping it running.
Definitely my two co-producers that I got to work with this past semester, Romeo and Nick. You guys are awesome. Thank you for Imba, because Imba was the person who got me into ICTV in the first place. Tristan is probably like the best person I have gotten the chance to work alongside, not just as like audio director, but also like station manager, creating that bond. It's been a blast.
Thank you to my Sports Final family, especially Jesse, for sticking through all my craziness these past 4 years. It's really been a ride, and I can't believe it's over.
I'd like to thank everyone I worked with on the Director's Chair over several years. I'm going to miss everyone.
Some people I'd like to thank, I mean, just everyone that's worked on Sports Final with me. I couldn't have done it without them, so thank you to them.
I'd like to thank all of my exec staff people. I'd like to thank my partner, Sean. I'd like to thank my parents, my dog, and my friends, of course. A lot of my friends had to be stuck with my ICTV projects, even though a lot of them are not park kids. So thank you for dealing with my parky stuff, buddies.
First off, I want to thank Jeremy and Paul. They're the rock to this station. They're incredible. They keep it moving every day. The Park School operations staff, Nigel, DeAndre, Ari, they're awesome. Everybody on the station, there's so many people day in, day out that make it everything it really is. And my exec staff, who's been awesome. Every exec staff I've worked with over the past 2.5 years. All of our producers who put so much effort in. Yeah, everyone.